Welcome back to Sky School's YouTube channel. For the next 5 weeks, this mad explorer, George Bird, and I are going to be running the Southwest Coast Path. And in so doing, we'll be raising money for charity.
First charity we're raising money for is the Brains Trust. A great mate of mine is suffering from a brain tumour, so it means a lot to me.
Second one is SAFA, the Armed Forces charity.
The third one is the Southwest Coast Path, because without them, this path wouldn't exist.
So en route, we're not just going to be running, we're going to be flying, because the rule is, when it's flyable, we fly. And the great thing is, we're being supported by a bunch of ex-Sky School students, all of whom have met through this fantastic sport of paramotoring. So if you like the sound of what we're doing and you want to see how we get on, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned.
Well done, man. Land's End.
Don't think we've been needing sunglasses this morning.
Not now, but maybe soon.
So it's day 15.
Yeah, we had a wonderful rest day yesterday. And we're heading around Land's End today, which is really exciting. It's a real mental milestone for me. I think for you too, right, Liz?
Yeah. No, I was thinking about last night. It will feel like we're on the homeward stretch, even though we're not quite halfway. We're going to get to Poole and go, you know what?
Should we go back?
Let's just carry on.
Well, let's get to Poole and then see. We might be crawling into Poole.
Possibly.
I know, we just come across this amazing mine. Absolutely incredible. You can imagine what this would look like in its heyday. Look at this place. It's completely Mediterranean. Got an annoying little niggle in my knee. I've had it for a while, but it's got a bit worse today. I don't know what that's all about. Bit of ibuprofen. I'll sort that out, I'm sure.
It's sun and cove, but wind's not quite strong enough, so I think we're going to push on, Land's End, and then boom, homeward straight. Looking forward to it, and then we'll come back for some paragliding, because this place is awesome. Bring back memories, George?
Hey, extraordinary. Yeah, we launched from over there. We nipped out around the harbour wall and straight over to the Scilly Isles, and that was a training session we did 3 or 4 times before kayaking across the North Atlantic Ocean from Greenland. So we started there.
Slightly different weather, I imagine, when you were here last.
The weather when I was here last was horizontal rain and an offshore breeze, and we still went for it. Hey, put it there, bud. I want a hug, it's so exciting, dude. Cool. Well done, man. Land's End. Thanks very much.
Last time I was here was flying in 5 years ago when we flew from John O'Groats to Land's End, and it's the same feeling. Hands on the arm.
Yeah, it's pretty special.
Yeah, so psychologically it's a massive one. So get it.
I might even offer this lady a high five. She might do it because we do play with.
Hey!
Well done. Photos of it where there's nobody, just us bikers, you know, and there's just a few other bikers.
They've really commercialised it, haven't
Yeah.
they?
Did you pay?
My last memory was a very hazy one because I was seriously hungover. We got very, very drunk in the hotel and woke up surrounded by a bunch of Land Rovers who were about to do the journey we'd just done but in the opposite direction, and you couldn't see more than about 10 metres. So this is a very different day.
Yes! Well done.
Yes! I'm George. What's your name? I recognise you too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, we met
What's your
before
name?
then.
Dawn. Dawn, I'm a bit sweaty behind my back, Dawn.
I know you are.
Yeah. Oh,
Currently in the shed of a very special man called Patrick McWilliam, who I met 3 years ago out in Spain when he learnt how to fly paratroids with us. He's an ex-Royal Marine Commando, and he runs this organisation called Wild Art, which is designed to teach veterans how to sculpt to help benefit people with PTSD. Patrick and I just clicked straight away because of my experience with Flying for Heroes in 2014, and he has a similar project which he has been wanting to do for years, but COVID's put it on pause in Africa, and I thought it would be great to come and see a bit more about what he does and why he does it and how it helps people.
And having started with veterans to start with, when you think a veteran, our job when we're serving, we're either defending it or we're destroying it. So when we're able to change the shift of emphasis and to create something, can I show you? I've got a sculpture here that was, get it in a bit of light. Yeah. That was the first piece a guy did, former commando, who you won't know him, so yeah, really struggling mentally. Now that piece took him several weeks because he was taking his time, but allowed him the headspace to just focus on something other than wanting alcohol, which is how he then released and escaped from the bad stuff, the bad head furniture. So that worked. I also am a psychotherapist, so somebody who needs one-to-one help, psychotherapy intervention, there's that as well, and it is effective because it worked for me, and that's what then got me on the road to then training up and becoming qualified to work with guys, because it is brief, solution-focused therapy. And that first session, it makes a difference to a guy. And as men, we are brilliant problem solvers. And if things get too bad, we can have a very permanent solution to a temporary problem. And it might be a tree, or it might be off a cliff, or it might be a bag of pills, or whatever. And I'm passionate about that, about actually giving guys another way to deal with the issues in their heads, and the beauty of the therapy is not painful. And again, a lot of people, I say, if you go into a therapist's room and they say, oh, this is going to take a while, it's going to be painful, walk out, because it doesn't need to be that way.
So what you're doing, I think, is fantastic, and all I can say is thank you so much for supporting us on this little journey. We're almost halfway. Do you think we're going to make it?
Yeah, of course you will. It's a state of mind. You'll make it.
I hope so. Well,
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
That's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
So I can't wait, mate. Ready to go. Got my little handbag. Here we go. Big day.
My running career, I'd say 5 years ago, maybe 6. I just like being in beautiful places in Cornwall. It's
With
the
beautiful
best.
people.
With beautiful people, yeah, of course.
And Alex.
That was me.
Wet, miserable. Now look at that fine figure of a runner. As sponsored by CNA.
Ledger. What's CNA? Come on, mate. Now look like I've got all the gear, but I've still got no idea. Put it on him.
He's dressed as the naughty boys at school who didn't like doing the morning run.
Yes.
But you are doing 10 miles.
10?
10k.
I thought you were doing 10 miles.
No, 10k.
Or is it 20 miles today? What? I think it's full marathon.
Yeah, it's quite a long way to go.
We're
Day
doing
16, Lamorna Cove. We have company, and it's Misley. I think it's supposed to clear. Patrick and Lizzie, wow, what a pair of hosts. So we're going to take them out for supper tonight to say thank you. And then on to Falmouth, I think.
Because there's something in the air. On my mind.
We're just coming into St Michael's Mount, and we can hear the sound of a bagpipe. We're like flies through a light. The only way the South West Coast Bar team knows how to do it. Oh, we're just coming down now into Port Leven, and it is a trail runner's paradise here. Turquoise sea beneath us, a few mines, some amazing rock formations, and both Ledge and I are feeling good, and clocking up 20 miles today.
How you doing, guys?
Woo! That is where we've come from, Lamorna, about 6 hours ago, 32 kilometres ago.
Say that. Good day.
It's been a glorious day.
I'm gonna go for a swim.
Because there's something in the air. On my mind. On my mind.
Keep going! Yeah, yeah, yeah! They couldn't really get out. Yeah, it's not very good. So you're in the open position now. In Warfare, the seat flips down and you shut those hatches, and I've taken the periscope out at the minute, but it's got a periscope.
This is what I love about Sky School. You meet just the world's most crazy people, and you get to have the most awesome experiences with them.
This is golden.
I got Hesh in here as well if you're going to go up against armoured targets.
You what?
I got Hesh here for
Hesh,
that's a Hesh.
was it?
Let's have a look.
Explosive, high explosive squash head. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's only a replica. They're only
Send a
they're
blister off
fiberglass.
inside the tank.
Fucking awesome.
So you know that massive great hole in the ground that we drove past on the way?
Yeah.
Years ago it was for like monumental masonry. So like London Bridge, Tower Bridge and all that is made from granite from down here. It's really good granite. But they only wanted like the best granite there is. So years ago, all of this was just waste. This is all the granite they took off the top, and it's just not perfect. It's worth a fortune now. Well, because these mounds have been here for so long, they're now on the map, so they're allowed to take them.
Oh, what a beauty.
Today is the middle of our trip. If all goes well, we reach the halfway point, and my body is starting to tell me that it wasn't a very good idea. So yeah, I've got shin splints, in both shins and Achilles tendonitis in my right shin. So there's a lot of strapping going on here, and yeah, just a bit frustrated really, and also a little bit, not gonna lie, a little bit concerned if it's like this uncomfortable at this stage, what's it going to be like in a week or two's time, you know? I believe in what we're doing. I don't like quitting. I'll be very disappointed in myself if I did take that decision. So yeah, we'll plod on and see what happens.
Walking.
That will piss me off.
So what you do today, you walk today, we'll dose you up tonight, we'll get you some ice today, put it in the cooler. You've got ice in your fridge, haven't you?
Got ice.
In the cooler. You said in the cooler.
I thought I'd let Ledge go ahead. He's a bit angry today, you see. Angry. Because of his injuries, which is understandable. I think I'll just let him do him. It's probably a good idea. Let's do it. Thanks, guys. Moments like these when you question why you do this stuff.
So, I'm going for just over an hour, listening to some tunes, take my mind off the shit weather and shit situation with my feet, well, my legs. Hasn't deteriorated, which is positive, I suppose.
But Bryn's been amazing. She's actually let me in during COVID. I'm not meant to be in here, but it's so wet outside. She's taken pity on me, and she gave me a delicious. She didn't give it to me. I had to buy it, but I had a delicious hot chocolate with all the calories in the cafe. Bryn, thank you very much. See you later. Do I want to go outside again? Oh, it's very cold outside. Thanks, Bryn. You're a superstar. Have a great day. Bye now. I love that. I love that. Feeling rejuvenated. Morning, gentlemen. I'm ready to take on the next step. So let's go to the bar. Excuse me a little bit, will you? Thank you. That's terribly kind. He's a good chap. He seems quite friendly. Well, it's so wet that I've just gone out and found the biggest leaf that I possibly can. Now, don't get me wrong, we're doing this at a fabulous time of year. All the flowers are blooming and all the plants are growing. Springtime, early summer. How amazing. But the track does get very overgrown sometimes. And it makes it very hard to navigate when you've got trees overhanging, nettles around your ankles. I've been stung like 30 odd times today, I reckon. Anyway, we'll keep going. Oh, fucking hell. On just to the eye. Most amazing way to boost the spirits. And there we go.
Get in there.
You're gonna get right in the middle.
Lying down.
Yeah.
Oh, we can hold it if you want.
Do you want to be picked up over our heads?
Today we are
I'm quite
joined
heavy.
by a professional athlete, Katie
Absolutely
Robinson.
not.
She's run the length of
Halfway.
Wales. How long does it take?
250 miles in 8 days.
There you are. She's a professional. We're going to be slowing her down today. Why have you come to join us?
Any excuse to run, really, with two absolute legends.
Don't tease me like that, she's lying. She knows nothing.
She's been paid to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Quickly.
It's
Give
just
me a
after
10.
9. Give her till 10 and
I'll be
different.
bored stiff. No, maybe at all. They'll be bored stiff.
Our first ferry. That is our first ferry.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful morning. Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. It's so nice.
Chat wasn't too boring?
Terrible.
It was a terrible chat. But...
We just sleep for half of it. No, I'm joking.
There they are.
It's awesome.
And now we're at the
Yes,
pub where we came
guys.
last night.
Hello!
Beautiful place.
Oh, it's been awesome. It's been great. No, it's been so wicked. It's so nice just like going along, seeing the different coastline and jumping through the grass. Went past a load of cows. I hate cows. My heart rate went up quite a lot.
Why do you hate cows?
They're quite scary. They're big. Cows and spiders.
I'm not sure I've been happier.
She'll come and see. Let me see who I call. Because if that if
Man, Jesus.
just in case, I would love to get.
I mean, one of the things I've been amazed about this trip is how many amazing people we've met. And it's only when you do this sort of thing do you meet these people, because we're putting ourselves out there, and the generosity, the kindness blows me away. And now that I've eaten some fresh onion, no kissy snoggy for me.
Amazing.
So we're just running now down into Falmouth. Boom. And we're now looking for a yellow hull boat, which is owned by Harry Hill, my mate Harry, who's going to sail us across the estuary into St Maur's. Hello, Tasla! Mate!
Currently in the boat, and I'm gonna go for a swim. Come out the front hatch, and I'm gonna go for a swim.
So our campsite at St Justin Roseland, by pure coincidence, is 200 metres from the church where my grandparents are buried. So I'm going to pop over and pay my respects. You can see why my grandparents chose to be buried here. It's possibly the most beautiful church in the whole of England. My grandmother, she died when I was 11, and we were living, on camp, army life, for most of my childhood. So I only remember coming down here once or twice, whereas my grandfather died in 2013, and I was 29 then, so I got to know him, and he understood what I do and I think why I do what I do, and I believe he's very proud of what I do, and I'd like to think they'll both be proud of what I'm doing and the reasons why I'm doing it.
We're doing illegal things and I have nothing to say to the camera.
We're going for a flight before we go running.
It's a beautiful morning now.
How was that?
Thank you so much.
Well done. That was good.
Awesome. That was so good.
And we went in the cloud.
Huh?
Sorry, we went near a cloud.
So good.
Are we white knuckle ride or are we still okay?
We're fine.
Good, I've got a line over my neck. Please do not inflate now because otherwise I have a very bad day.
Jamie's just going to fly off.
So it's the end of day 21. We're 3 weeks in. It's been a hell of a day because we're ahead of schedule for the first time properly on this trip. We ended up going into Fowey, which means tomorrow we can have a very much more relaxed day before heading off for our wedding weekend. And this evening's going to be a lovely flight followed by a glorious barbecue, hopefully, because the weather's amazing. And been very kindly put up for free at St Winnow's campsite, and it's a stunning area. The tide's out at the moment, but we're going to fly over it and go and check it out. And tomorrow we're going to get up and do exactly the same thing all over again. We've got a nice slope and conditions are looking good.
They look wonderful. And this field we've been lent by the local farmer, and his son Callum is going to come and do his first flight ever, tandem by Alex, so that'll be fantastic. And they lent us the field because they said they wanted to support the charity. So that's a great end to a really good day.
How do you think?
Yeah, that was good. That was a good flight. Nice. Yeah.
Nice way to see your stunning part of the world.
Yeah, no, it was good.
How beautiful was that?
Yeah, I was really enjoyed it. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, man. Well done. You did everything right.
Thank you.
Bang on.
Thank you for that. Cheers.
Well done. I'll unclip you. Hang on. Nice way to end day 21. Beautiful flight over Fowey. Such a stunning area. I love it around here. I see myself living here.